For 8 weeks, St. Mary's and Bishop Ryan have lined up and faced their opponent. And for 8 weeks, it's been the same result, a win. But today, something must give. Today, something will change. The number 2 and 8-0 St. Mary's Saints make the jog up north to play number 1 and also undefeated Bishop Ryan. The West Region Championship is on the line, and it's next on the BEK Sports Network.
As the Lions faithful coming out here on a Thursday night. Not a typical night for football, but still a great crowd on hand. And Bishop Ryan on the 5-yard line here on their first drive of the football game still as we head into the second quarter.
And this game, of course, was supposed to be played tomorrow night, but a Catholic conference going on, so both schools easily agreed that they were going to move it up a day. So we come out here on a Thursday, and this game gets the spotlight it deserves, being 1 versus 2. Only AA game going on tonight.
It's been a 14-play drive so far that started on the 11-yard line for Austin Eggle and the Lions. And they face second down and goal from the 3, and it's Eggle keeping it himself. Touchdown, Bishop Ryan, and the Lions are on the board first here in the Battle of Unbeatens.
It was a long drive for Bishop Ryan. You just talked about how far they had to go to get it into the end zone, but this last play, much like probably the last 4 or 5 rushing plays, you'll see it on the Bismarck Cancer Center replay. Quarterback keeper, he doesn't need a lot of yardage. He picks up the 2-3 yards he's been getting on the last few plays, and that's what it takes to get the touchdown.
It's Demchuk in for the extra point, and his kick is good. So we had no scoring through a quarter of play, and just 5 seconds into the second, Bishop Ryan takes the lead here in Minot. The number 1 at home, Bishop Ryan Lions, a 15-play drive, and it's capped off by the quarterback, Austin Eggle. As he runs it in for the touchdown, it wasn't a big play drive by any means, John, but it got the job done.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they started with big chunks of yardage, 10 yards a pop on the ground. St. Mary's finally got to slowing it down but not stopping it, and then it was already too late. Bishop Ryan was in the red zone. They only needed a few more yards to punch it in, and Eggle's able to do it behind that big O-line.
Short kickoff just to the 25-yard line. And this is the running back, Jake Heinert, who takes it to the 37-yard line. It'll be good field position for the St. Mary's Saints, who got 1 first down, but then were forced to punt on 4th down and 1 in their first drive. And we thought it was going to be a battle, at least early on, of the running game versus the passing game, but Bishop Ryan doing it well on the ground in their first possession, and now St. Mary's riding their junior Jake Heinert on their second possession here out of the I formation.
Here we go, Lions! Here we go!
And they'll pitch it to Heinert. And hit and taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's Brody Bosch, the cornerback, and it's already the second tackle of the day for the Bishop Ryan cornerback. And this is a team that Brad Bork, as he says, all of his players, they're able to tackle or they won't be on the football field.
And a lot of these guys were on the field during the offensive drive, but this defense looking just like it did at the very beginning when St. Mary's got the ball to start this game.
That's the 3rd carry for Heinert, just 3 total yards. As they'll go to the up man this time, it's Noah Krebs. And Krebs taken down at around the 40-yard line, but very quickly we face a 3rd down and long here for St. Mary's. And these situations are even more scary if you're a Saints fan, because it's a Bishop Ryan offense on the other side that is very quick scoring if you give them the football back.
St. Mary's 1 for 2 so far on 3rd down. They had the passing play to convert on their very first opportunity. Good chance they go to the air here with about 7 yards needed.
Schmeeker is going to the air, and he'll send it up for Bern Curl. And Curl unable to find the football. It was Brody Bosch on the coverage. And a quick 3 and out for St. Mary's on their second drive. There's a look.
That's where we are.
The
We're all
stands.
just set up here. Doing it outside here tonight as we wait for the press box to be redone here at Minot State. I'm sure it'll be great in a couple of years, but right now we're outside.
Wouldn't have it any other way, right, John?
Oh, it's a beautiful night for football.
It is. So back to punt, and Curl will get it away, and it's a short kick, although it'll take a St. Mary's hop and come to a stop right around the 30-yard line. So this Bishop Ryan offense, which went 15 plays on its first drive, will have the football back here for its second offensive possession, and very important here for St. Mary's to come up defensively and not fall down 2 touchdowns here early in this football game.
Well, in talking to Coach Smeeker, he talked about how his team was going to need to score in this game to keep up with Bishop Ryan. He was confident in his defense, but wasn't sure that they were going to be able to win this game with a shutout like they have so many times earlier this year.
Kalamaha around the left side has maybe a yard. And we've seen a lot of the senior running back here so far. He only had 8 carries last week.
He's already got 6, and all of the rushers so far averaging around 5 yards a carry, the 3 they've used, Kalamaha, Bacchus, and Egel.
We've yet to see Egel really unload down the field, but the senior quarterback has one of the better arms in the state and has 3 receivers here on 2nd down and 10. And it's a dangerous pass that'll just fall to the ground. It was Noah Krebs who came in there for the deflection. And St. Mary's an opportunity to get a turnover there, but either way, it'll be 3rd down and long here for the Lions.
And even with that pass, it was over the middle, medium length maybe, but we have not seen any kind of big pass from Bishop Ryan, and I just thought we'd see it by now. We'll see it before the end of the night.
They'll spread them out here on 3rd down and 10. The Saints will bring a blitz, and Egel under pressure will just get it off, and it's intercepted. It's Dylan Jolson taken down inside the 40-yard line, and a late penalty flag comes in, and the first big play of the day for St. Mary's comes via the defensive backfield.
Brad Borkus has not been able to top this St. Mary's team since taking over the Bishop Ryan program. He thought last year would be the year. His players thought last year would be the year. Turnovers were the downfall. Here's the first turnover of the night as St. Mary's trails by just 1 touchdown. This could be big and create him some momentum, and obviously the short field that St. Mary's is about to get.
And they'll tack on 5 yards after the play for a minor face mask penalty. As you get a look here, but it was the defensive front causing the pressure on Egel and forcing the overthrow because his receiver, Nick Berenston, was open over the middle. 1st down and 10, and a play action fake for Schmeeker, who's under pressure but avoids it and will be swallowed up right around the line of scrimmage. Jonah Kramer, the inside linebacker for Bishop Ryan, making the tackle. Bishop Ryan defense gives up just 11 points per game. The St. Mary's offense is not quite as dynamic, not quite as high-flying and high-scoring as Bishop Ryan, but they're as good as it comes in Class 2A at pounding the football on the ground, and Gus Schmeeker, a much-improved quarterback through the air. 2nd down and 9, and it's Heinert around the right side. He finds a seam. And Heinert inside the 30-yard line, and it was Brandon Bacchus, the strong safety, who had to come in and make the tackle.
St. Mary's has to capitalize on the opportunity that the defense was able to give with that interception. Can't have a field this short in a game that might not be a shootout, but Pat, you and I both talked, and we're thinking 20, 30 points is what it's going to take to be in this game. Not necessarily to win it, but to be in this game. You got to be in that neighborhood to play with Bishop Ryan with the way they've been able to score this season and the way they've been able to score already tonight.
It's to the up man. That's Schwab, Jacob Schwab, who's the backup fullback. And we'll see, he's close here. But back to that point, John, Coach Schmeeker, he didn't mince words. He said 2 touchdowns is not going to be enough to hang with Bishop Ryan's high-powered offense. And it looks like he's just short, but a penalty flag is in, and it's a face mask on Bishop Ryan, which will go ahead and move the chains. And in North Dakota, you have the 5-yard and the 15-yard variety. That a 5-yard face mask, which will move the football into the Bishop Ryan red zone. First down and 10. Schmeeker to the air. He's looking to the end zone. And Obrich is just out of bounds. What a play by the senior wide receiver, but just couldn't get that foot in bounds. And a great throw from Gus Schmeeker.
Absolutely. Beautiful effort by the QB to float it in over the top of the defense, as you'll see here on the Bismarck Cancer Center replay. Bosch was there. Tough to tell where that right foot came down from the angle we had.
It's a close play, but that far side official was right on top of it. On second down and 10, they'll hand it off to Jake Heinert, who has a big hole up the middle. 19-yard touchdown run. And St. Mary's has their first touchdown of the game, and they've equalized Bishop Ryan here on their third drive, a drive set up by the defense.
Outstanding work on that run. Just great push by the defensive line, matching what we've been talking about for Bishop Ryan's O-line. You'll see it here on the Bismarck Cancer Center replay quick. There is a lot of room, and he had to make a cut or two, but he had the space, and there was no one deep up the middle defensively. Safeties, linebackers.
And we're tied at 7, midway through the second quarter. The battle of the unbeatens is back even.